open or what angles they'll have at their disposal. Again, OXG in a good position in the driver's seat.
Mowgli will likely stay on this Finca for the entirety of it. That's not Mowgli down in the camera, that's Dream. So, I mean, maybe they're just shapeshifting. Could he be a traitor? Betraying his own team? I believe there is an imposter among us. That looked like it might have been Shinka getting the kill, but no, it was Mowgli to go down to vertical. OXG continues to add to their numbers now, and final kill, or first kill rather, for Wolves. Finally, they're able to get one vertical, no more. Azami at this point with 30 seconds left should have gotten most of those Kiba barriers out, and now it's all up to the two remaining members of Wolves as P4 is off of the board. Laxing's second kill with just 30 seconds remain means that both Bibu and Shinka have an awful lot of work to be done, and they are miles apart. Bibu over towards blue, Shinka over towards the church side, and it's Shinka first to be found. Bibu, an easy kill onto Dream, but answered back by Newers. That's Newers posted up inside a church. Is he a man of faith? Is he a man of prayer? Who knows? Thank you very much. The Electro Shuffle goes off on the wall, and another Claw juggled out from Laxing. It's Dream to sit on top of it. That means the Selma charges from Ace thrown over from Construction. Nowhere near successful. There's also a Mute Jammer for added measure. Dream missing an opportunity. Will the Nitro Cell do it? No, a grenade gets tossed in instead, and gunfire will be exchanged from both of these players. Mowgli with the LMG versus Dream with the SMG. That is an unfair fight just based on munition, but he doesn't need a gun to do it. Nicely shot from Foxay as he patrols over towards the breach now after taking Mowgli down. Sees one on a wire, but can't capitalize. Laxing waits, but Bibu reads him like a book. And it leaves Foxay, that team captain, in a 1v4. The Sledge encroaching on his turf. Foxay heads for the safety of the stairs, but can't get it done as P4 is there before he
no longer reach the top of the reinforcement, so you can just repel on this breach in particular, on Jacuzzi and the CC wall, and avoid the jammer entirely. With this Electro Claw being put down below, it will force out not just one, but two EMPs. Maybe not all three, in fact, but the wall will get opened up by Shinka and Bibu. Aggressive.
Full Mowgli walks in, and down goes Laxing. Laxing getting the first pick, and look at this! Shinka's just in, exploiting a hole in the defense. It's Wolves to come out on top of that brawl. Dream's pulled off some clutches before. He's inside of the bathroom, but he's blinded, shot at, naded. Oh my goodness, everything. And the Thatcher on the board, which is not that much of a rarity on Clubhouse. It allows any of these shock wires or electric claws that are being trotted out in these variety of rounds. This time around, there's shock wires to be used. Down goes vertical. Mowgli will be the main point of entry for Wolves. He will be the main entry, the main person to do it. And he's doing okay. I mean, he's trading himself out. He's 3-3 on these entry kills thus far. He's also a utility operator. Second crack at Jim. But it's Wolves to get the leadoff kill for the second time in a row. Not all the Wamai magnets will be present. Rise has been down, and P4 takes a ton of damage, but it's Newers to fall. Another critical operator, but all those Kiba barriers should be up. Is Foxay next to dance with death? Here's the Adrenal Surge real close. Maybe a bit too close for comfort. How much HP Fox has, doesn't necessarily want to engage. There he goes, finished off by the Shrapnel. The nade tossed on out. Dream with a kill of his own, but he's going to have to find 4 more. The Ace clutch, 2 to his name. Playing in this position, locked down inside of logistics. Can't outduel Mowgli. 3 kills for Mowgli.
It presents that same problem for Wolves. Do you chase him? Do you leave him be? Because Foxy could flank at any given moment. Sure, there might be a flank drone, but Foxy with the right timing can get a ton of damage in here. With 40 seconds left and limited breach available, Wolves, they have a tall task ahead of them. Thankfully, News is low on HP, but this will come down to gunfights and the 1v1s in about 10 seconds.
Attackers
P4 in dirt right now. It's called an escape tunnel, but he wants to do quite the opposites. Inching ever closer, looking over towards dummies, boxes, can't see anything right now. Newers is very close to being spotted, as is Dream, and there it goes. Dream tries to fire back, but P4 with the AK in hand is simply superior. Shinka's turn up next, into the bomb site, down goes the Malusi. Newers the only kill before he gets traded out. Fox says double, but he needs to get back to the bomb site as all of his teammates are as good as dead. Shinka planting, Bibu with the cover. All watching along with Bibu. Bibu versus Foxay. These are 2 of the oldest players in the game coming head to head. And it's indeed going to be a 1v1 between them as down goes Shinka. Foxay on 1 HP. A single bullet from Bibu will win this one out. Commando in the hands of Foxay. Doesn't have the same fire rate of the Roni, but can still do quite a lot of damage. Bibu sees him as Foxay backs up. That we touched on, and now he will finish the first half 1-6. quite the fall from grace for Vertical. Bibu will watch as Rise walks up. The Monty is just stalking its prey, and there you go. Distracting the Wamai, dropping its shield. But Bibu cannot get a long angle onto the Wamai right now. This is actually quite lucky for Foxay, and Foxay somehow, confoundingly, outduels Rise, and then P4 as well. On top of the catwalk, Foxay cannot be shaken off of this spot. Wolves had so many opportunities, they failed. It looks like they might have almost failed again. Shinka and Foxay will come to blows. That leaves Bibu as the only player on Wolves with full HP. Shinka surveying the damage onto the main breach. Bandit Alaxing is within striking distance. He'll be flashed out by Bibu, but Shinka is not there to capitalize. Instead, he'll have to run right in. Laxing takes down Bibu, and it's a two-piece for Laxing. Looking into stock, looking into lounge, looking into stage. And you can hold that power position because the only real way to counter that is a jump out from big window by billboard, or by billiards, which is where Dream is with the diffuser, by the way. And he just runs right in. Vertical goes. Dream is safe as can be, and he's going to plant. Rise with the drop. No. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
No idea.
They don't know. They lack critical information as Dream gets the diffuser down and then gets slaughtered. Wolves cleaning up on the kill feed. Suddenly, both Laxing and Foxay have to reposition. There's where the Talon Shield is, inside a stock. Foxay takes out the castle, but will have to move to the diffuser and softening up as best as he can. Mowgli has been dropped, which means nobody's on the objective anymore. Down goes Laxing. Foxay in a 1v4, but the long arm is coming in with Shinka cleaning up. Wolves gamble on bar and stage. Sets. P4 with one in hand. Well, if it's preset, you better hope that he pulled the trigger at some point. A little bit of damage, who knows? Newers with the very first kill, it's on the Bibu. That was the Nitro cell that we talked about. Still one in the pocket of P4. Will that be prioritized for plant denial, or will it be used to try and disrupt whatever push is happening above them? Right now, your guess is as good as mine. Some of that kitchen hatch has been opened up. Exactly enough to see through. That's a single Selma charge, so you can't drop that way for oxygen, but you can still get a pretty good line of sight. Newer's creeping up in blue while the rest of the attention is focused over towards Church, and he capitalizes, taking down Mowgli. A second kill to his name. The first one came with an aid. Now with the gun in his hands, a third could be found, and it will. Vertical finally getting on the board as he'd struggled for the last couple rounds, and a beautiful and delightful crossfire established.
As simple as, well, everyone's got 5, it's a good thing. Birdie's in, shoots a trap, there is none though. P4 gets the kill instead. Bibu in a great position at the gym right here.
It's Laxing to follow up. Still giving the advantage in favor of Oxygen. It will continue to go in their way. The ball is very firmly rolling down the hill at this point. Seems to be nigh unstoppable. Shinka in a tough spot. Newer's not too far away. Rise is nowhere near close to being able to support the Frost of Shinka, who'll have to duel once again with that LNG of Newer's. Dreams just seconds away from getting the diffusers down. And Rise will be pinched. 2 separate angles. You look to the left, you look to the right. Pick your poison. Either Wolves, as they have that advantage, and chastise them for the Claymores when they were on attack. Now it's Oxygen on attack, bringing these Claymores. They're showing that they're going to do the job of flank watch. On a map like Clubhouse, that might not necessarily be a bad idea. Bibu seems to have gotten spotted, as does Rise, but there's backup. P4 takes out Foxay. Can P4 get Rise up in time? Will somebody from OXG be able to get there? Laxing is so close. So is Dream. Dream capitalizing off of Rise. There wasn't a ton left. A pre-fire towards the soft wall. He's trapped on stage. P4 in the bathroom. Laxing a long line of sight. He's bashful. We all get a little awkward in the bathroom from time to time.
Patient too.
He seems like he's quite bashful.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
I don't blame him.
Oh, the timing.
I don't blame him, frankly. When you can get kind of uncomfortable when people are watching you in the bathroom. Performance art. Some would say you can't perform. You gotta go. I guess not. If somebody's around. It's Laxing in a 1v2, by the way. A very hopeless situation for Laxing to be in right now. He has no intel. He'll have to play instinctively off of these Wolves players who aren't giving him an inch. He gets stuck. Still takes down one, but Added insurance says there's just simply 2.
At this time. So these flashbangs that Fox has chosen to ride with might cost them, or at the very least, make it more difficult than necessary for them to get down that diffuser. That's your entire plan for the strategy. Injure falls on the diffuser carrier, that leaves things alone. The SKS LMG, so many bullets, but not enough because Beeble gets to trade instead. Beeble up above as well. With no diffuser case in hand of Foxy, he's all alone in kitchen hallway.
Foxy is the last man standing. Almost certain that Wolves will pick up all 3 points here, barring a miracle. We've seen miracles from OXG before, especially Foxy. Will he be able to accomplish it? He's got a lot of work to be done, and he gives his position away, all the gunfire, as he looks to the left, but there's an opening to the right. Just simply too many.